is Beckham, who's onside. 1-1. David Beckham rescues England once again.
How David Beckham converted his LA Galaxy salary $6.5 million to $500 million. $20 million annual salary sounds pretty lucrative, right? You can live elegantly by buying luxury cars and villas or traveling to the world's most exotic destinations. But this wasn't the case for David Beckham. Despite his high annual salary of $20 million in Real Madrid, this retired football legend did something that literally shocked the world. Young and energetic, David decided to play for the Los Angeles Galaxy by quitting Real Madrid. But you know what? LA Galaxy offered him only $6.5 million in annual salary in 2007. That's around a 70% pay cut from his annual salary in Real Madrid if we calculate. Many people thought Beckham was a fool, but who knew that his move would make him richer than ever? That too on a significantly larger scale. From his early decision to move to the Major League Soccer and many hidden secrets in his journey in football, there are so many interesting facts that we are going to unveil today. So without further ado, let's dive right into this. Okay, as we briefly mentioned about it, David's move to the LA Galaxy was not only one of his finest decisions in his life but also in the history of football. In fact, he was the first major European football star to join MLS. His move was seen as a major coup for the league as it helped raise its profile and attract other big-name players. Only 31 years old at the time, David saw MLS as an ideal place to expand his brand identity and business. Simply put, he predicted the bigger picture here. The contract between him and LA Galaxy was for a period of 5 years with an annual salary of $6.5 million. However, his salary wasn't the only money David got from the deal. Various news media, including The Guardian and Forbes, reported that the contract would allow him to earn around $250 million from all sources on and off the field. And the prediction wasn't wrong, if we see the current profile of David Beckham. Now he has a net worth of $450 million. MLS wanted David so badly that they even made a new rule called the Designated Player Rule, which basically allowed teams to pay a maximum of 3 players outside the $2 million salary cap. This rule is also called the Beckham Rule sometimes, as he was the sole reason for the rule to be introduced. However, it still wasn't enough to cover the gap between his $20 million income at Real Madrid and his new $6.5 million compensation in Los Angeles. To bridge the gap, Beckham and his agent came up with a creative solution, which the MLS had never done before. Pay closer attention now. There were 2 major clauses in the contract that worked as a treasure for Beckham. The first one worked like this. Beckham was able to negotiate a percentage of all team revenue as part of his contract with LA Galaxy. In addition, the LA Galaxy guaranteed him an undisclosed percentage of all club revenue. This meant that Beckham would receive a portion of every dollar the team earned, from sponsorships and merchandise to tickets and concessions. This was an excellent opportunity in the history of football and one that Beckham was fortunate to secure. In addition to his $32.5 million salary in LA Galaxy, this particular clause ended up adding an additional $18 million over 5 seasons through revenue share. What a lucky guy Beckham is! Furthermore, with the inclusion of new endorsement deals from leading brands such as Giorgio Armani, Electronic Arts, Burger King, and others, Beckham's MLS contract resulted in a staggering total of $255 million, which is a 155% increase compared to the money he made in Real Madrid. Unbelievable. The other clause of the contract was equally lucrative as the first one. Beckham was officially given the right to purchase an MLS expansion team at a fixed rate of $25 million upon retirement. It was an absolute steal, and he leveraged this opportunity as well. On February 5, 2014, less than a year after retiring from professional football, Beckham officially exercised his option to become the owner of a new expansion team called Inter Miami CF. It's also worth noting that the franchise valuation skyrocketed due to the popularity David brought to the league. In just over a decade, an average MLS franchise's value increased from $37 million in 2008 to a staggering $582 million. That's a 1,472% gain. and now Inter Miami CF is already one of the top 10 most valuable MLS clubs. To give you an idea of how smart this move was, St. Louis FC and Charlotte FC paid $200 and $325 million respectively to join the MLS in recent years. Although there are other costs involved with setting up a franchise than just the expansion fee of $25 million. But compared to others, David Beckham got a massive discount of $75 to $300 million for Inter Miami CF. But starting the club was challenging despite the discount he got. As part of his expansion agreement with MLS, Beckham and his ownership group had to secure a new stadium, which proved to be very difficult. From 2014 to 2018, 5 stadium deals collapsed for Beckham due to political and local business opposition. But he decided to keep trying till he succeeded. Of course, Beckham wasn't the only guy making a profit due to the deal. Since he was onboarded in the team, MLS saw tremendous popularity like other European leagues. Later in 2014, the league signed a $90 million per year deal with ESPN, Fox Sports, and Univision Deportes, followed by a $250 million per year deal with Apple TV in 2022. Those are some crazy numbers. Remember the Beckham rule we mentioned earlier? It helped MLS bring European stars like Wayne Rooney, Thierry Henry, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic to play in the league. If we see Beckham's current scenario, his early decisions have paid off. There were also ups and downs in his journey. The star received a lot of criticism from football experts because he chose to play in a league that was only 10 years old and was not as popular as the European leagues. Real Madrid's former president Ramon Calderón also slammed Beckham, saying he's going to Hollywood to be half a film star. Our technical staff were right not to extend his contract, and that has been proved by the fact that no other technical staff in the world wanted him except Los Angeles. However, David did not care about what other people said. David Beckham's move to LA Galaxy shows us that sometimes taking risks and thinking out of the box is necessary to climb up the ladder. He saw an opportunity to expand his brand value and took it seriously. This also highlights the importance of seeing the bigger picture and not just focusing on short-term goals. By negotiating a percentage of all team revenue, he created an unprecedented opportunity for himself, showing the importance of strategic negotiation skills. Perhaps the most crucial lesson is sacrificing small things to achieve something big. Just think about his 70% salary pay cut. These are indeed true inspirations for all of us to make money, including sportspersons. We have a lot to learn from David Beckham. And by the way, there are some rumors that soccer legend Lionel Messi might leave PSG and join Inter Miami CF, which could lead to another historic period of growth for Major League Soccer. But we'll have to wait and see if that happens. When David Beckham joined the MLS, many people didn't think it was a good move. But after 15 years, he has shown he is a smart businessman. Beckham's move to LA Galaxy was a game changer for himself and the entire Major League Soccer. His presence in the league helped raise its profile and attract other big-name players. Beckham's journey shows us the importance of taking risks, prioritizing passive income, and being strategic in negotiations to achieve greater success. So what are your thoughts on today's video? Are you going to take calculated risks? Let us know in the comments below. Also, we'd greatly appreciate if you'd subscribe to our channel. It's free, and this way you won't miss any videos of us breaking down the business behind the world of sports. See you in the next video.